Okay, so I am doing a video today on one of my favorite PSP games. It is from a series that I love very dearly, and that series is Metal Gear Solid. So, wow, that sounded horrible. I really need to get a new PSP. That was terrible. Um, wow, that broke my concentration. So this is made from Konami and Kojima Productions. You know, before they had a falling out. That sounds awful. Wow. Oh, at least it's still running. So, anyways, this is Portable Ops. So, this takes place out after Metal Gear Solid 3. Um, and this follows Big Boss as, you know, he already took down the boss, you know, which was his mentor. So, after he took down the boss, he kind of like slumped into a, you know, depressive state to where, you know, now, hold on, let's just make a random name, doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's fine. He slumped into a kind of depressive state because, you know, he was sad that, you know, he had to kill her, and now he had come into possession, or, you know, had been told, you know, about something called the Philosopher's Legacy, which is this large sum of money that was created, you know, following following the war. So this sum of money was put into the hands of Big Boss by the boss, you know, to, you know, guard over it, make sure it didn't fall into the wrong hands, because it was made, you know, by the philosophers, you know, these, you know, outside people of society that try to bend the will of society in a certain direction. So now he gets locked up, and they want to know where the hell is the Philosopher's Legacy. Yeah, and they tell everything to this like cool comic book thing going on here. This is how they usually tell cutscenes, and I love it. I kind of wish they did this more, to be honest.
It's been exactly 12 hours since we administered the drug. I trust your dreams were pleasant, Big Boss.
He has a lot of memory issues at this point in the game.
I know all about you, boss. Or would you prefer I called you?
Voice acting is solid as always.
Snake. Sounds like you got the right guy.
David Hayter. Love his voice.
My name is Lieutenant Cunningham. Until 4 weeks ago, I was with the CIA. Cunningham, Fox Unit's interrogation specialist. Ah, so you have heard of me. I'm honored, Snake. And those guys who attacked me, they were Fox too. Yeah, although we'll leave it at that for now. What do you want from me? I'm retired from Fox. I'm guessing this isn't a social call, or you wouldn't have brought the goons. Retired? Yeah, I suppose you are to the outside world. Don't worry. I'm not here to give you a new mission. I just want to ask you one simple question. 6 years ago, as a member of Fox, you prevented a full-scale nuclear war.
Yeah, now they're talking about the war.
You were hailed as a true patriot.
When he had to kill the boss.
Big Boss by the president. And then you turned right around and quit the unit. Threw aside your rank, your good name. Mysterious, don't you think? What did you see out there on your mission? What did you see in Groznygrad?
He's getting minor flashbacks about what happened.
Where is the legacy? You mean the Philosopher's Legacy? Yes, the secret cache of funds amassed by the Big Three during the Second World War.
There you go. That's exactly what I was talking about.
For the legacy, try the CIA. They're the ones who took it after the mission 6 years ago. Simply apply the right type of pain to the right degree at just Operation Snake Eater. And you know where the other half went. The CIA only got half. You can drop the act. You defeated the boss and returned alive, so you must know where the other half of the legacy is. And now, you're gonna tell me, Snake. Don't have a clue. That's too bad. Because I'd hate to have to continue persuading you like this. Come on. No matter. We have plenty of time. Sooner or later, I'm sure it'll all come back to you. Wait. This isn't an official mission, is it? What happened to Major Zero? Tell me the truth, Cunningham. This is an official Fox mission. For now.
As you can see, the storytelling did not fall off from the PSP. Man, I really need to get a new PSP. Sounds god-awful to listen to. I'm sure it doesn't sound too much better to you guys. But, whatever. We're just going to try to carry on. I want to show you a little gameplay of it. Now that you kind of get the overall arcing backstory of it. So, in this game, Snake, you know, although he is you know, usually lone wolf. So there's a guy talking to me. When it's not in, oh yeah, he becomes pretty important. I forgot his name, but he I think he escapes with you. But things are told through text like this, you know, when it's not in cutscene form. But the cutscenes are fully voice acted, like you could tell. And then he kind of just told me where I needed to go. I'm surprised I even remember the controls, because the controls are a little weird at first. But basically, usually Snake goes in alone, but he comes to find out, you know, in this kind of, you know, game and mission that he needs help. So he goes about, when he goes to different areas in the game, about recruiting people. And the way he recruits them is he knocks them out, he captures them, and then he takes them back to the truck they came in. So then after that, you know, the person comes with their different perks. Some people are good with R&D, you know, being research development, so they'll make new weapons and stuff. Some people are good with science. Some people are good in the combat field, you know, and then you can also find like secret, you know, kind of characters, I think via passcode, like I found, and what's it called? And the whole game is really based upon this, you know, constant recruiting system, making your people better, you know, getting better weapons.
I'll be damned. Big Snake, or should I say, Big Boss? Are you the
So then we're gonna skip that. There's also like individual missions you could perform to get new people, or to, you know, just get new weapons that you could find around. The sneaking in this game is a tad bit difficult because you're sneaking in all facilities, and it does take a little getting used to, especially since I mean, to be honest, it's kind of really no different than all the other ones. And you see it when it comes to sneaking. You see in the top right here, the little, you know, signatures here. When it's red, that usually means someone is nearby. And as you see, mine is already flashing as I'm moving, the one in the middle. When I run, it flashes a lot. So you're going to have to sneak a lot, obviously. So then now he's talking to me about how I need to oh yeah, you hold circle to access the menu. Triangle. Still got it. Still got it. So yeah, so that's more or less. Now what you want to make sure you do though is you grab them. I forgot how you grab them. You grab them. There you go. A square. Oh yeah, when you grab them and you let them go, they usually drop their ammo. But yeah, in this game, you really want to go about hiding people away, because if a patrol passes by and they see him, you're fucked. Because then the caution thing's going to go off and they're going to know where he is. But yeah, so the game has a lot of, you know, recruiting in it. Has a lot of you know, exposition and story, and there's cool boss battles that go along with it. You end up fighting, you know, a whole new Fox unit, you know, kind of like the way it was in Metal Gear Solid 3, and it really helps, you know, to pair together. Let me see if I can see the map here. Yeah, there we go. We have to get over there, and it really helps pair together some of the backstory that led to Metal Gear Solid 4. You know, because this game, as well as Peace Walker, which is also part of the series, really helped to just get you closer to Big Boss and understand his motivations and why he did what he did. You know, he wasn't always justified in everything he did, but I could respect him. You know, I could definitely respect him. He was definitely a man of conviction. You could also do a little roll there. And of course, you can hide under tables like usual. Okay, that one's locked. So usually make that little sound when you can't access them. So I can't access either of them. So I have to go out this way. Let me get my gun here. Make sure your shooting is precise, because if it's not, you are flubbernucked. There you go. Sometimes it just takes a little practice. Whoops. You gotta check all your corners too. Oh yeah, I forgot you have to unequip to actually grab him. So we'll just put him in the corner here. And if you take too long too, they will wake up, so there's also a little bit of a speed element in this as well. So it's like, take your time, watch patrols, but you know, hurry the fuck up too. Also on the left here, you got your health, and you got your stamina underneath it. You could actually drain someone's stamina. Fuck. There we go. So you could actually drain someone's stamina, you know, making them kind of immobile. Also on the right hand side too here, you'll notice the little bar that has my suppressor on it. The suppressor can break, you know, after a while. So let me click that. You can only hold four weapons or items at a time as well, as you could kind of see there. So let me pull him over here. In the first mission, I don't believe you recruit anybody per se, but in the subsequent ones, of course, you will recruit, and you know, the missions will get harder and all that jazz. Okay. So see, good. It was a good thing I didn't just walk by, because that guy would have saw me. so that there is the finish line at the end there.
What was that?
So he kind of heard me. I'm just gonna book it because I'm really close. So that's the end of the first mission. Again, this is just kind of me showing it. This isn't like a walkthrough of the game, because I kind of just want to give you guys a little taste so you end up playing it yourself. I'm not going to show you the whole game. Come on now. Okay, he's talking about an antenna, communicator. Oh yeah, I think it was 2-part. So yeah, I forgot about that. Some of the missions are a little longer than others. I'm going to personally stop it here though. Oh yeah, you could always do a member change if you know, once you get more people, you know, you have other people you send out into the field other than Snake, you know, because some of them are really, you know, better shooters than Snake. Snake's really good all around, but there are some superior shooters, like, you know, sniper rifle people or anything like that. Usually when you get to the higher security places, that obviously you're going to get better soldiers there. So you could always, you know, change in between the soldiers. You can always abort mission, restart mission, and you could always change the floor. So you could look at the floor. And I forgot what that star thing means, but yeah, so that is Portable Ops, roughly. Other things I want to say about Portable Ops. I will say, like, when it comes to, like, just the Metal Gear games, more or less, I would say it's like medium difficulty. I would definitely still say play Metal Gear Solid 3 first, but, you know, just so you could understand the story. But, you know, it is a good title, it is a good entry, you know, damn good PSP game, of course. And I definitely recommend playing it, giving it a try. You'll have a lot of different weapons in the game. You'll have sniper rifles, shotguns, rocket launchers. You'll notice the game does get progressively harder, though. You know, the progression does expect you after a while to be like, hey, you know what you're doing. You know, there's going to be a lot of enemies around. You got to know how to maneuver your way. You know, so definitely the Metal Gear games emphasize learning patterns, learning, you know, okay, well, where do the guards go? Where do they not go? You know, how far ahead can the guards see? You know, moving the bodies like you saw, so the guards, even if they pass through that area for some unknown reason, because that's happened before, even if, you know, they pass through that area, they don't see them, because, you know, you hide them away in like little ditches or little, you know, dark areas, you know, so they don't see them. But I've had my share of caution alerts, especially in this one. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.